Let's get back to the business. The South and West Chambers are pleased to present our podcast showcasing some of our most successful members. Let's get into the business. Welcome back, Chamber family and friends, to the Business Podcast. I am Al Early Jr., President and CEO for the South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. Today we are joined by our special guest, Richard Garcia from Nichas Comida, Mexicana. You guys are more than familiar with it. If you're a true Southsider, you know it's on Roosevelt near the Mission Library, near the Mission Drive-In Theater. Richard, thank you for being here. You guys have been an incredible chamber member. We've honored you as legends of the South Side, the Nichas family, for all you've done for the community also, and just your story in general. For those folks out there that don't know the story of Nichas, before we get to know Richard, the story of the restaurant, the family legacy, tell us a little bit. When did it all start? How did it all come about? How I noticed your mom, right?
Well, good morning. Yeah, thanks for having me here. Actually, it was the real story was the fact that my dad was a painter, and they were always entrepreneur in different businesses.
Sure.
And at this stage in their life, they had a car wash where the property is, where the original restaurant is. Where you see a restaurant now, there used to be a car wash there.
Okay.
And if you look to the corner, you'll see the elevation of the original, what used to be Minute Taco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they started that. And my parents decided to, try out a restaurant.
Full time.
At that time, they decided to just give it a go. Mm-hmm. And so they were also had the car wash going at the same time.
Okay.
They had no experience in it except for the fact that, my mom knew how to cook. My dad knew how to repair things. So they put the two together, built a restaurant, and it just hit right away. It just kept business.
How old were you around that time?
Well, let me think here. That was back in 1977, and so I say I was 57. What was I? What's the math between 57 and?
You were around though.
I was about 17.
17.
Give or take.
So then those were your high school days. So you do have a lot of memories.
Oh yeah,
of going there and hanging out.
I was washing dishes in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, on the weekends. Yeah, I did a lot of that, and then I also did. I finally got promoted to being cashier.
Gotcha. and I mean, so there was a car wash, there was a taco stand. So I'm sure there was people that washed their cars, hung out, got some food. I mean, there was a vibe there, I'm assuming.
Yeah, exactly. And then it turns out that that at that time, I guess it was the early '80s, mid '80s, where the building, the housing market was going down drastically, and so my parents had to think of a secondary income that would be more productive.
Sustainable, yeah.
Yeah. So weird thing about it is that, and I can't believe they did this, but at least they made us believe we were involved. They took a vote. They took a vote and said, who wants us to build a bigger restaurant, and we'll tear down the car wash. So the family voted, and we ended up saying, okay, we want the restaurant. So my dad tore down the car wash.
Gotcha.
Tore down the car wash. And then when it was fully built, then he tore down the little restaurant, and that's what everyone knows as. At that time, it was still Minute Taco.
Okay.
It was still Minute Taco. It wasn't until years later, my brother and I asked if we could buy the restaurant for them so they can also retire. And so they went ahead and agreed with that idea. And so when my brother Arthur and I bought the restaurant, we decided to change the name because our concept was thinking, well, let's say you want to take your wife to Valentine's dinner.
Right.
Say, hey, baby, I want to take you out to Minute Taco for dinner. It doesn't have the same catch, Yeah,
you know what? Yeah, okay.
It doesn't have the same flair. So we had to come up with something to increase night business. Yeah. So we we involved our customers, and we said we would like to change the name of the restaurant, and so we gave them options. One was the Garcia brothers, one was Nichas, and other was Los Compadres, I believe it was, different things.
So the Garcias like taking votes on things, huh?
We do, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Very democratic.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what the majority rules.
And so Nichas is a nickname, right? Or
yeah, my mother's name is Dionisia.
Okay.
And so my tia's always called her Nicha.
For short.
Yeah, so we thought, hey, Nicha is original.
Yeah, named it after your mom.
Yeah, so we named it after mom.
Something you love.
I did sort of cheat with the votes because I told customers that's my mother's name.
Oh, that'll get them all the time.
Yeah, I did.
A favorite.
I got a lot of votes in that way.
You had a favorite already. No, but you guys have been doing great there on your Southside location. And when did the idea come up? Because you obviously have more than one. For the folks that don't know that, there's you guys have your kind of Leon Valley-ish location near Leon Valley.
Right. Summit Parkway, Nevers Road.
And then one kind of
in Live Oak.
Live Oak.
Right.
When did that idea come up? Like, hey, I think we can try this. I know that's not an easy task to take on.
Well, the one at 410, the building became available. And so I know my brother and I, we've always wanted to, grow in different businesses. So when it became available, everything seemed to be in place. It's been saving our money.
Right time, right
and
place.
So we thought it would be a great opportunity, and we were able to get into that one. And so that one took off pretty good as well. We actually seem to have found a lot of Southsiders go to that one.
Probably when they're in the neighborhood shopping too, right?
I guess so.
Stop by here. We know this place. And then how's the Live Oak location been doing?
The Live Oak location has been growing steadily. We'd like it to see more sales.
Sure.
So, but we're getting by with
Gotcha.
that one. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, obviously, this year, challenging year that it was. I guess getting into that, I don't want to dwell too much into it because we're a chamber that certainly likes to look forward. But I do want to acknowledge and thank what you guys did at the Southside location. And I think most of us noticed this was you quickly converted not only to maybe help your businesses to pay some bills, but to help the neighborhood with things that we needed, like toilet paper, kitchen supplies. You ended up becoming kind of a grocery store.
Mini grocery store.
Yeah.
Right.
How did that go?
Well, it turned out a little more successful than we anticipated.
Oh, wow, okay.
The two biggest items that are rolling out the shelf were the eggs and toilet paper.
Yeah. Well, you know what, too? It was convenient to go right there.
Yeah, it was.
I remember I got some eggs. But you guys also did it so well with such grace and class that you set up shelves. It looked like a mini mart, man. It really did.
I did, right?
You took it very seriously.
I did.
So we commend you guys for what you did. And again, I think that needs to be applauded and acknowledged. If we could honor you as a legend again, we probably would, because that was so significant at the time that folks were scared, man. It was not a fun time. I know businesses were certainly scared, but we certainly saw the neighborhood in angst, and we know our areas got older folks, that maybe it's challenging or difficult for them to get anywhere, let alone,
Right.
So thank you so much for what you guys did. Well, talking about all your different locations, the flagship being on the South Side, we're so proud that you are a South Side product. You and your brother are South Side products. You both grew up in the area. You both love the area very much. I know there's plans. I'm on the Historic Design Review Commission, so we've already seen some of the renderings and the platting of the new niches, right, that you guys are looking into. You want to share some? I don't want to spill all the beans. You want to share some of that?
Well, we've been blessed that we've outgrown the building.
Mm-hmm.
On the weekends, we have a very long waiting line. And
well, let me interrupt you on that too. The one that you have now is beautiful. It's gorgeous. What you guys have done inside too, all the paintings and the art, it really speaks to the area. So I can only imagine what you're gonna do now is gonna be
even more upscale.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. So
Yeah, we're excited to bring some class, to the South Side and just keep the elevation up there. I remember as a kid, as a teenager, every time I wanted to go somewhere nice, on my dates, we'd go north.
Yeah.
Well, now we're trying to reverse that now.
Yeah, there you go.
We would think, hey, let's go somewhere really nice and get the north siders to come to the south now.
There you go. And you're seeing that more and more. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, we're looking forward to the new restaurant. Right now, we're landlocked, so we can't have any more parking spaces, what we need. So we need more parking spaces. We need a room for private parties and things like that. Mm-hmm. And so to just give you an idea of the new location, we're really looking forward to that. We're looking into a two level, and the reason for that being is that from the second level, you're going to see the mission.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I bet
it's going to be awesome.
nice. Yeah. Well, the aesthetics that I saw too looks like the mission. I mean, the brickwork that you guys have picked out.
Right.
You guys have spared no expense on making sure that this really matches the South Side. It's beautiful, man. I can't thank you guys enough. It's going to look almost like the blends the fabric of the neighborhood, if you will.
Yeah, we want it to be the go-to restaurant.
It's gonna be. It already is, but it's gonna be that much more of a go-to. So, I mean, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but any plans on the old location?
Well,
you're probably not going to sell it to a Mexican restaurant, are you?
No. We're not going to sell it at all.
Okay.
We're not going to sell it at all. But to be perfectly honest, we are looking for someone to come in and lease it from us to put in a family-style Italian restaurant.
Oh, okay. I think we'd like that. Yeah. No.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys, they could play with your aesthetic and.
Yeah, I think it would go, Italian looking.
Yeah, if they got creative, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's great.
We think that would work. So.
Well, we've been talking so much about the business, getting to know you a little bit more, Richard, because you now are, and we're honored to have you. You're going to be on our board of directors in 2021. We again, this is coming from your leadership in the community, what Nichas has done, stepping up as far as being a community leader, and we're going to certainly need that going into 2021, helping recover the local economy. But you, Richard, so a little bit about you. I mean, anything you want to share? You can know your local product, a graduate of the area.
McCollum.
Yeah?
Yeah, McCollum High School.
And what year did you say you graduated?
In 82.
82, baby. All right.
That's right.
And, during the 80s, those were fun times, I bet. What did you do right after high school?
Well, I dabbled in college. I went to Howard Payne.
Practiced in college.
Howard Payne University.
Nice.
But my dad always had a rule: you either go to school, or you go to work. There were only two options.
Right.
And so I was struggling in school, and I decided, well, Dad, I'd like to try to go ahead and come full time. And interesting enough, he says, well, if you're going to come work here at the restaurant, you're going to start from the ground up and learn every department. And that's what I did. You got
a university training there.
I did. I learned to become a chef, a professional dishwasher. I did all that. And so I gained a lot of experience. I also gained a lot of experience with working with my Aunt Stella. She taught me a lot of how to relate with customers and bring out the best in them and have them bring out the best in me. So I was really appreciative working with her. But yeah, I got a lot of experience that way. I've been I've been working now there for 35 years.
Oh wow,
35 years.
Well,
yeah.
and you've seen the area change too. Can you share some of those thoughts?
Well, I was really excited when the first changes came in when the library came across the street.
That's beautiful.
I thought that was real classy the way they built that. And then I was really looking forward to when they were saying that the river was going to be rebuilt. Mm-hmm. I'll be honest, I had a lot of speculations where there was really was going to get done.
Sure.
But sure enough, it got done. It's beautiful.
It's well done. Yeah.
I've taken my bicycle out there on bicycle rides.
And you're seeing that more and more, yeah?
Yeah. I will start off from Espada, and I take it all the way down to Blue Star. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And so now that, we got a lot of little things you can see around in San Antonio. They're gorgeous. So, right. Yeah, I'm looking forward, to seeing what the future brings for the South Side as well.
Yeah, and when you speak that too, that I can only assume, and I've seen it. I've been living in the area about 5 years. The frequency of more outdoors folks, I think, are getting hip to it. That I'm seeing a lot more bikes, more, and they certainly don't look like they're from the area, so to speak, right?
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
So that's been cool to see develop the river, the drive-in theater, the park, the county park. That whole pocket of San Antonio is probably one of the prettiest.
It is.
It is. I mean, without a question, it is. And shout out to all the people that helped make that happen. I know there was a lot of government agencies and partners that had a big vision there. But your all's vision there on the corner near the Mission San Jose, I think it's significant to that extent too, that we're excited about the World Heritage designation. And a lot of us have talked about this, is that are we still seeing that residual effect though? You know what I mean? Yeah, folks are coming to San Antonio, they're flying in. are they staying south? Are they eating south? They might be visiting our missions, but are they doing X, Y, and Z? And we want to make sure they are doing all the above. And I think your location is going to help get that done.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know that this whole COVID thing has slowed things down.
Sure.
But we're, looking forward to once all this gets settled and everything gets back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we expect it to see that whole corner just boom.
Oh, it's going to be incredible. I don't know if you can speculate, but I've heard the bowling alley got bought out too, or do you guys own that?
Right. From the Lighthouse for the Blind.
Lighthouse for the Blind. That's right. They're going to work on their project there too. So that area is definitely going to come back to life. Oh, and I believe across the street, Mr. Lifshitz is doing a redevelopment project too.
Right.
Yeah. So it's coming. It's and
coming.
you guys are getting ahead of it. So
yeah, that's going to be the go-to spot there.
Yep. Can't wait for it too. When down the area, there's some development projects that have been coming and coming to light too. So we're really excited about those. Well, Richard, going also to do you want to mention anything about Arthur? While we have it, as your brother, as your business partner and everything.
Arthur's been a fantastic business partner. He's the visionary guy.
Who's the baby? Who's the baby? You or him?
He is.
He's the baby.
He's 3 years. He's three years my younger. Yeah, and I don't know. A lot of people don't know this, but Arthur's a twin.
Really?
So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Arthur's a twin. He and his brother Arnold.
Oh, I didn't know that
They're
at all.
fraternal twins.
Where's Arnold?
Arnold, he has his own business.
Of course.
He's a home inspector and things like that.
That's great.
And I worked with Arnold. A lot of people don't know this. I worked with Arnold for 18 years.
Okay.
In the restaurant business, and then he went out of the business, and his twin brother Arthur came in and worked with me. So
they're both your twin brothers.
Yeah.
Oh man, I did not realize that at all. That's incredible.
But Arthur's been an extraordinary business partner, and he's a big part of the growth of Nichas.
Yeah, you guys have been great. Again, when we appreciate all you guys do, giving back to the community. We know you give back to local high schools. We know you give back to giving discounts or product. You guys have always also been there for us too. So we can't thank you enough. Is there any special shout outs in addition to Arthur and the family that you want to give out?
Just shout out to my wife. I love her very much. She's been fantastic. And my kids, so my kids are still Southsiders, and
nice.
Yeah, they went to Harlandale and McCullum.
Okay, so you moved?
Well, no.
Never mind. We should. Well, is there a rivalry inside the house then? I mean, a cowboy and an Indian, huh?
No. Actually, my daughter's from the Harlandale high school, and actually, not technically. She went to the
the STEM Academy, right?
That's right,
okay.
STEM Academy.
All right.
That's
now
right.
I get you. Now I understand why.
Yeah.
Okay. So the STEM Academy, you might be familiar with our ACE race. We're excited about that. I should have maybe got your daughter hip to that. What's her plans after school?
Well, she's actually just about to graduate already from college, because going to that high school, she came out with 30 hours worth of high school college credit.
Mm-hmm,
yeah, so she was way ahead of her game already.
Yeah.
So I think when she's going to be a teacher.
Okay.
So she's going to get the kids confused. Are you a teacher
or
a
student?
Or a student? Yes.
Well, no, and shout out to that. Thank you for mentioning that there are these opportunities on the South Side for students to get ahead, and Harlandale STEM Academy. Shout out to them for facilitating those kind of programs that get our kids ahead a little bit further ahead.
That's right.
They end up being really, really young teachers.
Yes.
Well, hopefully she'll come back to the district and help work over here too. Well, Arthur, I appreciate your time today. I appreciate, again, all you've done for our community, the leadership that Nichas has taken on this year. We look forward to more prosperity in 2021. In closing, can you share it? I'd hate to jinx a timeline because we know how difficult those can become, but a timeline on when the new Nichas is going to start construction or hope to start construction?
The nearest I can tell you right now is we're going to do the demolition very soon. Mm-hmm. And so we're looking to start sometime in spring is our hope. Hope. Yeah. So, the COVID kind of gives a cloud. Cloud of what our timeline is going to be. But spring is where we're thinking. We'd love to have something great for something already finished up by Christmas. Would be great, but
Right.
we'll see.
Right, and construction has its challenges,
Right.
and permits and weather, and
Exactly.
you name it. But at least you guys are getting it going and getting it started. And where I think I want to just show another show of appreciation is that you guys could have easily just done another location somewhere else. You know what I mean? And done that. But this is, I think, a real true significance of you're invested and what you value. I mean, it really does.
Yeah, we're Southside invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, so thank you for that. It's going to be a huge asset. Well, Richard, I know you also have to get back to the restaurant around lunchtime, right? So make sure everything's going well. I want to, again, thank you for everything. I want to thank you for joining us today. I want to thank our audience for joining us today. You have been given the business by the South San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for joining us.